Moser, in your opinion, what's the main impact of genomics on the herds in terms of improvement?
Sure. Yeah, that the additional accuracy we see to genetic predictions when we include genomic testing as part of the program is really significant. The opportunity to have a young animal with a higher accuracy prediction is a real benefit. And so for a rancher or a farmer that is using a tested bull, the cattle are much more predictable, and the result is definitely preferable to the customer.
Okay, and for the Brazilian breeders, Brazilian Angus breeders, what will be your recommendation in terms of adopting the genomic technology in our herds?
You know, in the United States now, over a third of the Angus cattle registered are genomically tested, and that number grows every year, about 15% per year. And our breeders have seen a lot of success with that. And so I would recommend that Brazilian Angus producers also incorporate genomic testing. They'll find that they'll make more progress and more genetic improvement by having that information as part of their selection program.
What's the main thing that led American breeders to believe in genomics, and what would be the advice for the Brazilians to believe in the technology?
You know, ever since genomics have been included in American Angus EPDs, they've seen the success, that they have seen young bulls that were tested go on and prove out in herds, and as the progeny testing has proceeded, the consistency with the original results is higher than anything they'd ever seen. And so they now have a high level of confidence in the prediction and know that when they see a young tested animal, they can go ahead and use that animal in a breeding program, not have to wait until they're older, because they're confident that the results will match what the predictions say.
Okay, and in terms of traits, what do you think will be the focus, should be the focus of the Brazilian genomics programs?
Sure. I think the traits that are most beneficial from genomics are some traits that are difficult or expensive to measure. You know, we've seen a real improvement in feed efficiency in American Angus cattle because it is, without genomics, it's hard to make use of that technology. You can only measure so many animals for feed intake, but if you take that information to build genomic predictions and spread it across the entire population, you can really move the whole breed forward in terms of feed efficiency. And we've seen that in the last 3 years. Our trend for feed efficiency had been largely just flat until about 3 years ago. And with the adoption of genomics and including feed efficiency in our selection index, that we now see a real improvement in feed efficiency.
Okay, and now in terms of what we've seen in Brazil in this visit and the others, what do you think about the Brazilian Angus and the opportunities that we have?
Well, I think there is a great opportunity here. You know, obviously that some of the environmental challenges of the Brazilian production in terms of heat and tick resistance are going to be important, and those are things that I think for a Brazilian producer to try to participate in programs that allow them to improve those traits. I think that's going to be really important. But I think the opportunity to improve meat quality in the Brazilian beef cow population is tremendous, and I think Angus are a breed that will do that.
Okay, very good. A final message for the Brazilian breeders?
Well, I really appreciate the hospitality and the chance to come and visit with folks here in Brazil. We have a great partnership among all the Angus societies all around the world, and we look forward to continued collaboration and cooperation on projects, genomics and other areas.